Hi, I'm Netter, and this is Netter's Network, and today I'm going to do a product demonstration. Now, I get offers all the time on Facebook, of all places, to try out different products and see how I like them. And so I will get the product, I'll try it out, and then I'll leave a review, usually on Amazon, for that seller to let them know how I liked it, good, bad, or ugly. And it's really nice I get to keep the items afterwards. And they don't cost me anything, so that's even better. Just recently I had to do one for a knife. And those of you who know me know that I like knives. Really like knives. And swords, and because I'm Klingon, Batlath. And this particular knife was purported to be sharp all the time and never dulled and all this. So I get the knife and I test it out, breaking down about a dozen or so boxes. You may have seen my box folding video. They were really good boxes. What can I say? Anyway, after doing, actually it was probably less than 7 boxes. And these were the ones from Amazon, so they got the paper tape on them. I noticed that it wasn't really cutting the paper. I ended up having to kind of stab it, pull the knife across in order to cut the tape. And that's not how you use a knife. So I wasn't happy with that after just a few boxes, it wasn't performing as expected. And so I left a review with 2 stars. 2 stars because although the knife didn't perform as expected, it did have these extra features on it that I really liked. There's a little point on the top so that if you are stuck in your car and you need to break the window, that's what that piece is for. It also had one of those little kind of hooks built into it, so if you need to just cut a piece of string or rope real quick, you can just yank it across and do that. It also had like a bottle opener and some other little nifty little doodads on there. So I gave it an extra star for that, for the extra little bits. Well, the manufacturers of the knife were devastated by my review. And they contacted me, they're like, this is not how our product performs. We pride ourselves on having a really great product out there for people. We want to send you another knife for you to try. And, if you like it, please update your review. So they sent me another knife, the exact same knife. I tried this one out, and this one was fantastic. So I'm thinking that what happened with the first knife is maybe whoever was sharpening it, or their machine that was sharpening it, didn't quite get the right edge on it, so it wasn't cutting. Whereas the second knife, it was perfect. So I updated my review to reflect that. And whenever I do any of these reviews, it's like I'm going to be honest on them. So, whenever I'm telling you, you're going to know that I am telling you the truth. I'm not going to say, oh yeah, it's fantastic, because I'm getting a free product. I don't care that I'm getting a free product. I'm trying to let you know whether or not this product actually works. So today's product is actually a hair straightener brush. It's a 2-in-1, what's it say? 2-in-1 straightening and curling brush. And on the side it says Curl and Straight Confidence. So this is supposed to be a brush where you just simply brush your hair and it straightens your hair. It comes with the brush with a pretty decent length cord. They also give you this little glove so that you can hold onto your hair without burning your fingers. Those of you who use curling irons and other straighteners, you know what I mean. And you also get the instructions on how to use it. Now, some of the instructions in here are kind of funny. It's like, before use, dry your hair with a dry towel. What else would you use? And the second one, dry your hair with wet hands. Huh? Okay, something was obviously lost in translation for that one. It also gives information on the temperature. So the minimum temperature is 180 degrees Fahrenheit, 80 degrees Celsius, and the maximum is 450 degrees Fahrenheit and 230 degrees Celsius. So you can adjust it to how hot or not hot that you want it to be. So I have this plugged in, and right now you can see it says off. Hopefully you can see that really well. And when I press and hold the button, it's going to turn on, and it automatically blinks on at 360 degrees, but that's not the temperature. It will slowly start to warm up to the temperature you have it set for. If you haven't used it previously, it'll go up to 360 and then stop. I actually had adjusted it up to 400 because I wanted to test it on wet hair, which I did a couple days ago, and I have to say for wet hair I didn't like it. One of the reviews I saw on Amazon, because I will look at the reviews before I test an item to see what issues people were having, to see if I'm having those same issues. And I'll always start with the worst reviews first and then work my way up. And a lot of times the worst reviews are something stupid like, it was late on delivery, or I didn't like the color. So it's like, you can discount those. It's like, that's not an actual review. It's not telling me anything about the product. I want to make sure that the product is performing the way it should. If I see a review that says something like, stop working after 3 days, okay, that's telling me something important. I need to know that. If it's just, complaining about delivery or the color or something like that, I don't care about that. Tell me about the product. Tell me how it worked for you. And then when I get the product, I test it myself to see, okay, am I having any issues? Oh wait, I remember that one reviewer said that they had this issue with whatever. And, either this is how they fixed it, if it's something that was fixable, or they couldn't get it to do what it should. And for any product that I review, I want to make sure that it does what it says it's going to do. I look at, how does it feel? Does it feel cheap, or does it feel like it's really well made? And is it a good value for the price? Now, like I said, I'm getting these things for free, but I can see how much they cost. Like this hair straightener is $30 on Amazon. And I have Prime, so I would have had free shipping as a Prime member. And actually, if you don't have a Prime membership, those are really great deals because like I buy a lot of stuff on Amazon, and that free shipping really saves a lot of money. Trust me. So this is warming up. It's currently at 360 degrees. I'm actually going to make it a little bit, so reset, it looks like, back down to 360. So I'm going to put it back at the 400 that I had it on before. And I'm going to give this just a minute to get up there. Now, one thing I can say about this heats up really fast. It was on 360, I just made it 400, it went boop, 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 it's 400 now. I mean, this heats up really fast. For those of you who use hair straighteners, they can take a while to heat up. This is really fast, so far that's a plus in its favor. Because I wanted to test this brush and really put it through its paces to see if it does what it says it's going to do, I braided my hair. I actually braided this last night so that I would make sure I had a lot of waves to my hair. So let's see how this works. Supposedly, all I have to do is brush my hair and it's going to straighten this. So let's take out the braids. See what we're starting off with the waviness. Oh yeah, look at that. So yeah, I've got wave. I've got a lot of wave here. So let's try this out. So like I said, supposedly all I have to do is brush my hair and it's going to straighten it out. Well, first pass, this part's straight. Let's do some more. So you can see, I just did like, what, 3 passes? And this is straight. I mean, this is the side I haven't touched yet, but you can see how straight this is already. So far I'm impressed. I tried this on wet hair a few days ago, and I really didn't like it for the wet hair. And I only used it on the wet hair because one other reviewer had said that they liked it because not only did it straighten their hair, but it dried it while it was doing it. So I was like, well, let me try that too to see exactly how well it works. And I have to say I was really disappointed. I tried drying just this little section of hair in the front. And with my hair dryer, it's less than a minute and it's fully dry. But with this, 20 minutes in and it was still a little damp. It shouldn't take that long to dry a small section of hair. And it also wasn't straight. My hair is naturally wavy. I have weird hair. It's straight from here to here and then it's wavy the rest of the way down. I don't know why. It's always been like that. So, and it's even more wavy underneath, so that kind of makes me crazy. So when I am trying to straighten my hair, the underneath part is my hardest part to get. I wasn't even trying that with this yet. I was only trying to do, like I said, this small section, and it didn't really dry it, and it didn't straighten it. So after 20 minutes, it was mostly dry, but still wavy. I didn't understand that at all. But you can see here with the dry hair, it's worked out really well. I mean, this is pretty straight. Compared to this side, yeah, I'm short, so I gotta kind of go up on my toes. So this is my untouched side. Here's the part I just did, and you can see this is really straight. I'm impressed. Let's do the other side. And like I said, I have a lot of the wave underneath. So let's get that wave. Okay, so I have one section here. But you know what? Overall, I'm pretty impressed with this. It only took a couple of passes. It was super easy. I mean, I brushed my hair and I have straight hair. Not bad. One thing I forgot to mention is that it will shut off automatically after 40 minutes if you forget to unplug it or turn it off, which is really a nice feature. I do wish they would have that to maybe about 20 minutes or so, because my thought process is a lot of people will have towels or other flammable things on their countertops, and 40 minutes of something hot next to something that could be flammable, yeah, that's not a good mix for me. So that's my only negative on this. Now for me, as soon as I finish using my curling iron, my hair dryer, whatever, I automatically unplug it. I turn it off, I unplug. It's my force of habit. I've always done that. Because not everyone does what I do. They don't always unplug as soon as they finish something. So yeah, for me, that's a minus, that it needs to shut off sooner. But other than that, I'm impressed. Except for wet hair, no, I'm not impressed with that at all. It didn't dry the small section of my hair after 20 minutes and didn't straighten it at all. It was still waving. For the dry hair, I mean, you can see, I am really impressed with this. My hair is straight. And I had my hair braided since last night, so it was really, really wavy, much more than it normally is. And it took the wave right out of there. And for my hair, that's kind of hard to do. Even with my straightener, I have to keep going over it and over it and over it in order for it to get straight. With this, one or two passes and it was straight, and I really like this. So that is my review on the hair straightener 2-in-1, and if you want to see my written review, it will be on Amazon, so you can look for it there. I'm still going to give it 5 stars because it did perform as expected. I brushed my hair, it straightened out the waves and the curls. It has a really great weight to it, so it doesn't feel cheap and crummy like a lot of products you get. They just feel kind of plastic and cheap. This one doesn't. It actually came with a little extra thing, which I was surprised by, this little glove to keep you from burning your hands while you're going through your hair. Now, I didn't use it for this, but when I blow dry my hair does get really hot, so I'm going to be using it for that, definitely. It actually has a really good weight to it. It's not too heavy, so that also is something in its favor. The box itself was really a nice box. You know, it didn't come in something kind of cheap. This is actually a pretty sturdy box. So I take all the stuff into consideration when I am leaving my reviews, because I want to make sure that if someone's reading my review and they get the product, they're going to have the same experience that I did. So if I have a great experience, I want them to have a great experience. If I had a poor experience, I'm going to warn you away from the product, saying, no, you don't want this. When I leave a review on Amazon or any other place I might be leaving a review, I'm giving my honest opinion. I don't care that I got the product for free. I'm not going to tell you something's great when it's not. I'm going to tell you the good, the bad, the ugly. So in this case, this product was fantastic. I really liked the way it worked. You saw how it worked. And so I'm going to leave a really good review on this. Other products I've tried in the past haven't been that great, so I've left 1 or 2 star reviews on them. Like the knife I mentioned earlier. I love knives, so I expect that when I get a knife, it's going to be a good quality knife. You should always have a knife on you because you always need one for something. You need to open a box. You need it to cut a rope. How many times have you seen a video where an animal is caught up in that plastic fencing, or maybe they got string wrapped around them from something? That knife can save their life by cutting them free from that. So always keep a knife with you. If you don't want to carry it on your person, keep it in your car so that it's always handy for you. Remember Gibbs rule number 9, always carry a knife. So that's my product demonstration for today, and I'm going to be having many more of these in the future. I don't know what comes up next, but I'm as excited to find out what it is as you are. Have a really wonderful day. Thank you for stopping by today. And while you're here, please do all those YouTube things. Like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment below. I'm happy to read them. Let me know what you thought of this video, what you thought of the product itself, and whether or not you're going to try it. I'd be interested to find out. Thank you again for watching. See you next time. Bye.